Ochate, people, welcome. Carol J here. Welcome back to Flashlight Unity. I have another video for you today, and it's called The Present and the Future. Stay tuned. We're going to get into it. And it's the same way as the rest of them. You're going to get a picture of the artwork. I'm going to try to take the picture of the whole thing. And it's just going to be shown as I speak throughout the video. Because I really want you to hear my voice. You don't necessarily need to see me. I'm doing it this way because I really want you to hear my voice. And I really want you to see the images so it can kind of hit home. So it can kind of resonate into your mindset. So you can get, the realization of what I'm talking about. So let's get into it. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Here we go. This video is called Present and the Future. Look at the picture, and I want to impress upon you the picture from above, and which is the present. This is life now. This is life as we know it. We can go out and celebrate when we want to. The music is jamming. We dancing. Look at the top, the champagne glasses. Look, we celebrating. How nice is that? And look at the middle picture. We're hanging out with friends, just talking, just chopping it up. What else? You got the beach pictures there. Yeah, we playing some volleyball on the beach. And look, we celebrating. We got the confetti going, we celebrate like that every year, New Year's, So this is the present life right now. But look at the bottom part. Which is entitled the future. Look how that looks. It doesn't look anything like the top version of this particular image. And I did it so explicitly like this. I'm real direct with this artwork because I really want you to get into your mind the idea of how different life will be. The way of living will be different, and we don't know how different, but we know it's going to be different, and it's not going to be just a little bit different. It's going to be a tremendous difference in the way of life and how we know it. Living off the grid may become more of the norm, especially at first. Living off the grid will become a norm. So how are you ready? Do you know how to live off the grid? Have you even thought about it? I'm putting out these videos. I'm putting out this information to get you prepared, to get your mind in a state of awareness to the point of to ask yourself the question, would I know how to live off the grid? What would I do? How do we live off the grid? What does living off the grid mean? This is right now when Google is up and running and everything, this is the time to research all of this stuff. Find out what you need. Find out what that mean, what stuff mean. And in the process of doing that, open your mind and become a critical thinker. What must we do as a nation? As a country. What must we do? What must we do to get our answers, to get questions? What questions should we be asking now, really? This is what I want you to do. This is what I want us to get together. I want us to get together and ask ourselves, what questions should we be asking? How should we get together? What should we be, putting together as a group, as a country? What should we be putting together? How should we go about proceeding? When you think about the top picture and the way of life now, sometimes it's hard to fathom the bottom part of this picture. And war is never good. War is never good. And the idea of trying to conceptualize war in your mind, it's not going to compute. I get it. I totally get it. But the reality is your government has been contriving things behind the back, right under the people of the U.S. nose. And we don't exactly know what they've been contriving. But one thing we do know, and this is the message that I'm giving, because in my mind's eye, as I see it, it's going to look something like this. And this is not a good look. So I'm sending out these messages for you to get an understanding. I'm doing a comparison of the now and then the future so that you can see life will be drastically different. You know, look at the bottom picture. Look at the smoke. Look at the mask. Look at the mask that the people are forced to wear. You know, look at all the destruction. Look at the fires. Look at the buildings. Look at the building after the fact. This is something, this is definitely unprecedented, to where some people might know what this looks like, people that's been in the service, but I myself can't say that I know what this looks like or even know what it feels like. But I do know that I have been tasked with delivering the message to you. And so this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm delivering the message to you to make you aware, to open up your mind, and to get involved. We have to get involved. We have to come together. And I'm going to say it again. The last I checked, there's over 340 million people in the United States. That's a lot of awareness. 340 million people. That's a lot of coming together. That's a lot of voices that can affect, that can bring about impact, but that can bring about change. Let's not be quiet. This is not a time to be quiet, because when you look at the bottom picture, that's something that can potentially take your voice. It feels like it can take your voice. You'll feel like you won't have anything left. But right now, we're in the top part. We're in the present part of this picture. So why not do something when our voices are strong? When our mindsets are strong. This is the time when you act. This is the time when you strike. When your mind is strong, when your voices are strong. You cannot wait until things are, when you're depleted, to think that you're going to fight and that you're going to be effective. It just doesn't work that way, because this is devastating. The bottom part of this picture is devastating. And for each of these artworks that I made, it was just devastating. As I put them on, in the collage, it was devastating. So, and these pictures are behind the screen. Now, you're looking at them on your computer or your cell phone, whatever. These behind the screen. Imagine these pictures in 3D. Imagine how detrimental that will be if these pictures are in 3D. If that don't make you want to come together and fight and get some answers and start asking some questions, I don't know what will. So, I'm not saying this is not a time. I am exactly saying, I'm saying get up, rise up, stand up, and get ready to fight. It's time to come together. It's time to open your mind. It's time to open your mouth. It's time to come together, and let's get some answers. Let's get things done. Because guess what? The days are still going to go by. The earth is still going to rotate. The days are still going to go by. And guess what? The days are still going to go by, whether you're in the present scenario at the top or whether you're in the future scenario at the bottom. The days is still going to go by. The earth is going to keep on spinning. This right here happening is not going to stop the earth from moving. The sun's still going to come up and the moon's still going to come out at night. None of that stuff is going to change. The only thing that's going to change is your mentality, your way of life, your way of thinking, and the conditions that you reside in. Those are the only things that's going to change. Everything else is going to keep on moving as usual. So decide right now. This is the time to come together and gain awareness, critical thinking. We can no longer think that people have our back. We can no longer think that the government have our back. I'm not really sure where you've been, or what you've witnessed thus far, but it's been a long time. And, most people know that the government is not everything that they claim to be. They've shown that many times. So I'm going to leave this one here for this particular image. This is the end of this video, and until next time, I'll say Ochite.